Greetings and welcome to the Claiming Your Why and Soul Purpose Summit. I am Dr. Daphne Clark Hudson and I am blessed to be your host. I am super excited, as a matter of fact, to be honest, I'm bursting from the seams with gratitude and excitement to my 21 experts who have decided that they believe so much in the vision that was given to me that they have hopped on board to share their skills, their journey, and their expertise with you. Although we are experiencing challenging times globally, we decided that this was the very best time that we can come to serve you, because this is the time when you are about to pivot into your super brilliance and greatness. So again, thank each and every one of you who have registered, and you also saw it beneficial that you invited somebody else to register. Because what they said caring, sharing is caring. And what better time to care about somebody else than during these times of crisis and disaster. And to each and every one of my experts, I want to thank you for coming aboard and sharing your skills and your expertise, and to help me to help the people understand that inside them, they have a super powerful GPS that can help to guide them onto the next level of their journey. And that super GPS is none other than their why and soul purpose. So today is the 22nd of June, 2020. And it is the official launch of the Claiming Your Why and Soul Purpose Summit. Woo! I am super pumped. I'm telling you, because I have been blessed over these several weeks to be in conversation with each of these experts. Not only did I fall in love with them over and over again, I was super blessed, and I keep patting myself on the shoulder and keep saying, thank you, universe, for putting me in the presence of these amazing men and women. So thank each and every one of you. For some of you, we go way back. And for others, I'm so grateful to the universe for bringing you to me. Oh, I am so grateful. And I know this is not going to be our first rodeo. And I know it will only get better. So sit back, guys, relax, and make sure you are getting ready to learn. I want to start off by sharing with you my humble journey. You see, I have been on this journey for only 72 years. I know, yeah, I look good, aren't I? I know I don't look it. But guess what? God been good to me. I have been through a lot of challenges in my life. However, if I had it to do all over again, I would absolutely not change a thing. You see, my struggle started off in Jamaica when I was a girl. I lost my mother at the age of 13, almost 14. So I did not have the opportunity of attending high school. I completed my education at the Carmel Primary School. That's why on this journey now, I founded a nonprofit that will help me empower the people in that community and provide a hot breakfast for the children at the Carmel School. You see, they paid forward with me, and now it's my journey to do more for them. So you will learn more about that if you hung around with me long enough. So before Mama passed, she had a dream for me to go to England to study nursing. You see, back then in Jamaica, you either became a nurse, a police, you work at the post office, you work at one of the government place, you go to England for nursing, you do farming. There was no entrepreneurs back then. You go to school, you learn, and you get a career, right? So, because I was not successful in the Jamaica local, the common entrance, exams, I was not privileged to attend high school. In order to attend high school as a child, when I was a child, you had to pass the common entrance exams, or your parents were affluent enough to pay for you to go to private school. My parents were farmers. They weren't affluent. They made enough money from the crops to keep the family going. And so I remained at Carmel Elementary School and sat the first, second, and third Jamaica local exams. Thank God I was blessed to be successful, and that was what helped me to go into nursing at the St. James Public Hospital in Montego Bay, St. James, Jamaica. Little did I know that by my running my mouth as a nurse, that it had something to do with my calling in life. You see, although I was supposed to be an ordinary nurse, the way I conduct myself was by no means ordinary at all. And why do I say that? I never just pop pills or other medications to my patients. I would take the time to have a conversation with them. And I would want to know what's happening in their lives, who came to visit, and all that good stuff. And after we had a good laugh, I would say, well, Mr. Edwards and Mrs. Smith, sit up and take your medication. So much so, my colleagues and the other nurses would say, Clark Hudson, why does it have to take you so long to do the medication? It's taking the rest of us 45 minutes. It's taking you over 2 hours. Just because you have to talk to everybody, what do you have to talk about so much? And I would laugh and said, I just have to talk. I knew that made the patients felt good. They did not just see themselves as a sick person. They knew by me spending time with them, I was offering them some kind of encouragement, and I was adding value to who they are. So pay attention to the practices in your lives, the little things, the things that makes you different, the things that make you tick, the things that make you excited. And listen to me, they do not have to look like anybody else's. See, from way back when, I was showing people special attention. I was empowering them to get well, to go home. I did not know that then. Honestly, I knew nothing about coaching until I came to the United States. And more specifically, when I came to Connecticut in the city of Danbury, I hired my very first coach, a gentleman by the name of John. And the first time I went to John, he was using a yellow legal pad, and he was writing away, and I was excited. And I sat on the edge of my chair because I could see the excitement in John. And I said, oh my heavens, he is going to be able to help me. 25 minutes out of my hour, John put his pen down, he sat back in his chair, and he said to me, why aren't you doing what I do? Surprised? I said to him, what do you mean? He said, you see all this on this paper? Everything I have on this paper is what I have learned from you since I began talking to you. And I will be using them with my clients. You will not be getting back your check, but you can still come for the period that you hired me and use me as a sounding board. Surprised, I was surprised. I left there wondering what he saw in me. I didn't know anything about what he was doing. That's what I thought. So leaving there was a lady by the name of Iris Randall who worked with the DISC, Carlson Learning Institute, and they provided the DISC instrument. I went to a weekend retreat, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 days, right down there at 30 Main Street in her office. And when we did the DISC and we got to the summary page of that, we did it manually. It said that I was a motivator and an inspirer. Are you understanding what I'm saying? That was supporting what John had told me. I quickly said to Iris, during the time when we were discussing and giving feedback about the DISC, I said, Iris, I would love to order the computer-generated summary because I think I was biased when I answered this question. She said, sure, it's going to cost you an additional $199 because it was not included in the cost of the retreat. It's just the manual one. I said, sure, I will take it. 6 weeks later, I received my envelope, my Manila envelope from Carlson Learning Institute. Quickly opened it, popped to the back page for the summary, and what it says: your motivator and inspirer. Who knows that you cannot run from yourself? I know somebody is listening to me at the summit. You've been running from yourself. I know, because I've been there, done that. I ran from myself for a long time. I've been in the closet, and I am now officially out. This summit, claiming your why and soul purpose, has popped the closet door open, and here I am, unapologetically and unfiltered. Although I knew what my calling and purpose has been, I hid it because I was born and raised Christian, and being an intuitive was not the religious things to be or say. My cousin blew my mind the other day because I decided I was going to break the story to her and to tell her about my intuitive gifting. So I called her up in Florida and I said, "Cuz, I have something to tell you." She said, "What?" And I told her, and she laughed. "Ah!" I said, "Why are you laughing?" She said, "Oh, I know that a long time ago." I said, "You know a long time ago?" She said, "Yes." Because whenever I ask you a question, you always answer not as a normal person. You always give some deep answers. She said, "You didn't say anything, and I didn't say anything about it." That might be your story, and that might be the reason you are here at this summit today. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for showing up so we can help you to come out of your closet. Your closet and your why and your gifting might have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with being intuitive. However, whatever it is that you've been holding back and pretending that you don't know because it doesn't look like John's own or Barbara's own, it is yours. It is uniquely designed to fit you. From the day that you were born in this world, it was assigned to you. So stop running from it. My mentor and teacher and coach, Dr. Miles Monroe, once said to me, "Daphne, are you listening to your heart or your head?" He said, "Don't forget, you cannot run from you. Daphne cannot run from Daphne, because everywhere Daphne goes, Daphne is with Daphne." And I know, God rest his soul, although he's in heaven looking down today, he's proud because he's saying, it's about time that she step out and walk in the greatness that she has been called for. So I am glad that you came and you decided that this quarantine, this pandemic, this COVID thing is pushing you into your greatness. Because let me tell you, by you being here at this summit today, you are going to not be able to recognize yourself come next June. You are preparing yourself. You are ready for greatness. You see, although I have gone through homelessness, divorced, incarceration of a family member, I have 5 miscarriages before I gave birth to my son. None of those obstacles has hindered me. Each and every one of them are stepping stones that I have used to be able to be with you today. Ask yourself, what's my journey? What are the things that I have learned in the classroom of life? And start to capitalize on them. Invest in yourselves. Do not allow the obstacles that you have encountered to abort your journey. Your best is yet to come. Do not allow the obstacles to define who you become. Use them as your lessons. And right here, I want to share with you 2 books that I want for you to invest in. Save your money and invest in these 2 books because they are going to change your life. The first one is Conversational Intelligence. Conversational Intelligence. And this book is written by my friend and colleague, God rest her soul, Dr. Judith Glazer. And that book will help you. It will help you to change your conversations. It will help you to step out and be bold in how you conduct what you are doing. So make sure, if you get no other book, you make sure you get these 2 that I am telling you about. The next one is, oh, my light. Oh, okay, we're not seeing that too good. All right, the next one is called Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradbury and Jean Graves. Emotional Intelligence 2.0. That one will help you to understand yourself and understand more about who you are. Okay? I want for you to get those 2 books and start to use them alongside with the information you are getting here from the summit, and use them to do the inner work. Invest in yourself. Get your mentor, get your coach, and make the decision to take the actions that are needed to make sure you get to your next level. Got to energize myself here and get a little water. The next thing I want to tell you, claiming your why and soul purpose and making the decision to take action will not be easy. However, it is doable. Get yourself an accountability partner. Hold each other accountable. Cry if you may, dance when you want to, laugh when you want to, but always, for every day that you are paying attention to your why and soul purpose and reigniting that, every day that you complete, I would like for you to be in gratitude. So get yourself a gratitude journal and write things down. Write them down and make it happen. The times that we are living now is presenting to us new opportunities, new ways to partner. This summit is a real example of collaboration and partnership. And your business might be the same. You might be saying, which I know many of you are saying, I don't have a degree. I never went to college. So I now have a degree, but I did not go to college as a young person. I got my degrees in my 60s. So you can do it in your own pace when you choose to. Stop using excuses to hold yourselves back. For some of you, your calling could be to bake cake, velvet cake, pineapple upside down, carrot cake. Find out how you can begin to make those, how you can ship them. Because there are a lot of people who like those things and they do not know how to prepare them. For many of my Jamaicans, you know how to make shamshuku. You know how to make grater cake. You know how to make drops, cornmeal pudding, sweet potato pudding. There are 5 things right there where you can begin to create a business. You do not have to be suffering unless you choose to. Not everyone knows how to cook rice and peas. Not everyone knows how to make stew peas. What are you good at? Start to capitalize on that. Stop watching the neighbor and thinking their grass is greener than yours. Begin to pay attention to your own grass. Start to fertilize and water in your own grass. And when you begin to do that, you will notice how green it is going to be. You deserve it. And I honor you because you have made the first step to attend this Claiming Your Why and Soul Purpose Summit. Who knows that although it's a free to attend summit, there are thousands who did not sign up for it. Why? Because they thought that they did not deserve it. Oh, it's not for me, it's for somebody else. Never turn down an opportunity when it presents itself. Grab the opportunity. Every information that you can acquire will be valuable to you. All the things that I've invested in over the years, I've used them all up. However, when I'm ready to do my research, I have thousands and hundreds of books that I can go into and to acquire the information I want that will help me to serve my people. Once we are breathing, it's an opportunity to learn something every day. So do not give up on yourself. Know that you have all that you need to become superstars. It has nothing to do with your present level of education. It has nothing to do with where you live. It has nothing to do with the family you're born into. But it has to do with your willingness to stand in front, a mirror, take a mirror, stand in front that mirror and say to yourself, I believe in you. I believe in you. I will do all it takes to make you a more amazing person. Do that, and you will be surprised to see how your life begin to change. I mentioned about earlier on, I mentioned about getting an accountability partner. Do not expect the people in your lives, in your family, to always support you, because sometimes they will not. So don't be afraid to look outside. Look to new people. Be around people who are making things happen. And that will give you an opportunity to model what they are doing. Not to copy what they're doing, but to model. They say model success. You look and you see what they're doing. You look within yourself and you begin to pull out all the gems that's inside of you that can help you on your journey. It is never too late. I am a living example of that statement. Never too late for you to accomplish greatness. Never too late. One of the great advantages of me attending college when I was older, or may I say more seasoned and mature, was the fact that when there was time for an exam or a test, I can always relate the question to my life experiences. And that's why I majored in psychology, because you know what? When I can put that with my life and incorporate it with what I saw in the textbook, bam, I got my answer. I was so excited one year when I made the dean's list in college? Yes, I did. I immediately sent out an email blast about me becoming on the dean's list. And a friend of mine from Canada sent back an email saying, well, you better be on the dean's list because don't forget that you are paying for the tuition. And I had a good laugh. So what's your story? What do you need to get up off and brush yourself off? You will be hearing 20 other thought-provoking conversations. And let me tell you something. These conversations will be rocking your world. Believe me, they will be rocking your world. You will be crying some. Your heart might be racing, but something is going to happen. So pay attention to that and make sure you can utilize everything you get. Not in the next week, but over the next year. So make sure you get all of what you can get and use what you need to use when you need it. You might be looking at your life and you figure that I've had so many setbacks in life. Who is going to want to listen to me? Who is going to want to do business with me? There is somebody out there for everybody. There is somebody out there for everyone. So don't belittle what your calling and your purpose is. Because there's somebody out there who needs your service. There is somebody out there that needs your craft. There's somebody out there that needs your design. There's somebody out there that needs your recipe book. There's somebody out there that needs your blender spice so that they can begin to cook your ethnic food. The list goes on and on and on. So all I am saying again is that I am so grateful that you made the decision to invest in you. And although it's not going to be easy, it is going to be worth your while. It is going to be so rewarding. It is going to be very, very, very rewarding. And as you go and as you listen to these experts, there is somebody that you will connect to. You might not connect with all of them, but everyone has a unique conversation. You might listen to John and you say, no, John was my cup of tea. And then you're going to move to Katie and you say, nah, it's not her. But the list gets better. Then we have, let me get my list. You have Courtney. Then you have Catherine Soring. You have the amazing Wendy Darling. You have the phenomenal Willie Crawford. You have Sidney Allen. You have Sebastian O'Neill. You have Alicia Corey. You have Sean Anderson. You have Marty Pinda. You have Jennifer Sertle. You have Melissa Lambert. You had Terry Levine. You have Harshita Shaman. You have Akina Finch. You have Anita Davis. You have J.B. Owens. You have Karen Yankovic. You have Dr. Amanda. You have Dr. Patrick. Oh, what a lineup. What a lineup. I'm telling you guys. Each and every one of them, they are going to be knocking your socks off. So sit back, relax, do everything that you can to make sure you can digest and devour everything that will be passed on to you for these next 6 days. Again, I love each and every one of you. I honor you. I respect you. I show gratitude for you. And before I end, there is an amazing video that I would love for you to listen to. It has been playing a very important role in my life. So I want you to watch it. I want you to listen to the words that are being said and to see how it can be an important part of your life. And commit to you, not to anybody else, not to me, not to any of the 21 experts, but to you and your next level. Why? Because you deserve it. And I do not want to hear about where you have been and what you have done. I would like for you to start right now. 2019, I had a devastating experience. I was hospitalized with a stroke. However, God's been good to me, and He has brought me back to a time like this, that I can come here and I can sit and I can speak to you from all over the world. If He can do it for me, He can maintain and heal my speech. When the speech therapist says I should come 90 days, 3 times a week, and after 3 appointments, she said, no, you do not need to come back. Because if I had seen you on the street, I would not know that you had a stroke. This is why I'm committed and I'm devoted to using my life and my speech and my word unapologetically, unfiltered, uncensored, to serve the people all over the world. Again, I thank you, I honor you, I support you, and I invite you to become totally committed to yourself. Why? Because you deserve it. I look forward to seeing many of you in other programs that I do offer. This is Dr. Daphne, the host of the Claiming Your Why and Soul Purpose Summit. Be sure to stay connected with me. So long, stay blessed. I love you, and namaste.
Time. Time waits for no one. Time stops for no one. Your excuses will not slow down time. Your indecisions will not delay time. Your complaining will not stall time. And your regrets will not turn back time. So, don't waste your time in anger, regrets, worries, and hate. Because time will not turn back and cry along with you. It's time to let go of the past and stop worrying about the future. Your only time is now. So make sure you spend your time with the right purpose, with the right deeds, with the right emotions, with the right thoughts, and with the right people. Time flies, that's a fact. But you can always spread your wings and soar with time and navigate life the best that you can. Remember, you will never pass this way again. Make it count. Time. Do what it does. Keep moving.